People always ask me the same question. They tilt their heads, look at my face, my posture, my energy, and they say, "You don't look your age. You're always smiling. What's your secret?" They expect me to say green smoothies, or yoga, or supplements. They think I'm going to tell them it's walking every morning, or cutting out sugar, or drinking lemon water at sunrise. And yes, I take care of my body. I move. I eat well most days. I rest when I can. But that's not the secret. If you really want to know, lean in a little closer. Because this took me over 50 years to understand. The secret is choice. Every single morning, whether you realize it or not, you choose. Not what happens to you. You don't control that. But how you meet what happens. Most people think happiness is something life gives you when you behave well. They think joy is a reward. They wait for it like it's a package that's delayed in the mail. I'll be happy when I finally rest. I'll be happy when I find love. I'll be happy when the kids grow up. I'll be happy when I have enough. And they keep waiting. Years pass. Decades pass. And one day, they wake up tired, bitter, and wondering where their life went. I didn't want that to be my story. And before you think I've lived some soft, easy life, let me tell you what shaped me. I grew up in a house where love existed, but stability didn't. My mother worked herself into the ground. My father was present in body, absent in every other way. By 12, I knew how to cook, clean, and stay quiet. By 16, I knew how to survive disappointment. By 22, I was married, not because it was right, but because it felt safe. We had 2 children fast. Then reality showed up. The man I married wasn't cruel, just empty. And emptiness can hurt more than anger. By my early 30s, I was a single mother with bills stacked on the table and no one coming to save me. I worked jobs I hated. I cried in bathrooms. I smiled when I had nothing left. Then came the year that broke me. My younger sister died suddenly. No warning, no goodbye. One phone call and the world split in 2. Not long after that, I lost my job. And a few months later, my marriage officially ended. 3 losses, 1 year. I remember sitting on the edge of my bed one night, staring at the wall, thinking, I can't do this anymore. And that's where the first lesson found me. Hard seasons don't have to turn you hard. Write that down somewhere, because pain has a choice attached to it. You can let it close you, or open you. You can let it poison you, or teach you. I chose bitterness at first. I was sharp, defensive, exhausted. My kids felt it. They tiptoed around my moods. One night, my son, he was maybe 8, asked me quietly, "Mom, are you mad at me?" That question hit me harder than anything else life had thrown at me. I realized something in that moment. I could be broken, or I could be present. I couldn't be both. So I made a decision that night. Not to stop hurting, that takes time, but to stop letting my pain spill onto the people who loved me. I laughed again. Not because life was funny, but because laughter reminded me I was alive. And that brings me to lesson number 2. Stop living for other people's approval. I wish someone had shaken me and said this at 30. I spent years shrinking myself to be acceptable. Quiet enough, polite enough, palatable. At 47, I did something people didn't expect. I fell in love again. Not with someone perfect, with someone kind. And the comments came fast. Isn't it too late? Why bother now? Don't you think you should focus on your kids? I smiled and did it anyway. Because here's the truth most people never learn. Other people's opinions only matter if you invite them in. They don't pay your bills. They don't sit with you in the dark. They don't hold your hand when life gets quiet. Choosing yourself is not selfish. It's survival. That relationship didn't last forever. But it reminded me of something important. I was still capable of joy. Which brings me to the third lesson. The most important one. Happiness is not a destination. It is not waiting for you at the end of struggle. It is not hiding behind success. It is not reserved for people with perfect lives. Happiness lives in ordinary moments. I find it in my morning coffee, the first sip when the house is quiet, in clean sheets, in music playing while I cook, in my daughter calling just to talk about nothing. I don't need more. I need presence. I spent too many years chasing a version of life I thought I was supposed to want. And I almost missed the one I already had. If you're listening to this right now, you're carrying something heavy. I know that. Loss, regret, fear, exhaustion. Something didn't go the way you planned. I'm not here to tell you it doesn't matter. It does. Feel it. But don't let it be the final chapter. Tonight, not tomorrow, sit quietly and name 3 small things that are still good. Not big wins, small mercies. Gratitude isn't loud. It whispers. And the more you listen, the stronger it gets. I'm in my 50s now. I've buried people I loved. I've failed at things I believed in. I've started over more times than I can count. And yet, I wake up grateful. Because every day I'm still here is a choice waiting to be made. So this is the secret, if you want it. Choose joy, not because life is gentle, but because time is precious. Choose softness in a world that teaches hardness. Choose presence over perfection. Choose now, not later. Life doesn't need to be perfect to be beautiful. It just needs you awake enough to see it. And if you're still breathing, you still get to choose.